Welcome, Callum Powell and Assistant Manager, for coming in.
Thank you.
After that fantastic win against Curzon Ashton in very trying circumstances. They were a very, very physical team, weren't they, indeed? And two smashing goals from you, Callum, weren't they? Well worked. And it must have been a pleasing performance, especially, John, after that defeat at Brackley.
Yeah, it was good to pick ourselves up after that. You know, I thought we deserved to come home with something from Brackley, if I'm going to be honest. But you know, today I thought the boys lifted themselves up, and as you say, it was a very bruising, very physical encounter. I think you just got to look at the Curzon statistics. There were, 5 booked and 1 red.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, that I think that's an indication that they came here probably to spoil things and to try and upset us physically. But the boys, they kept the discipline, and of course the wee man here's finished them off with 2 cracking strikes.
There were 2 good goals. Callum, you must be delighted with those.
Yeah, like I said, top off what Rammer said there, I really enjoyed that one today. I think it weren't the prettiest game. It was fiery. Sometimes they're the most enjoyable. It was a proper battle, and you could see that no one likes coming here. They were moaning about the pitch before the game. We know how we play. We know our game plan. We stick to it, and obviously today I've been on the right side of it, and I've scored 2 goals. So I'm obviously really happy, and more importantly, we've won 3-0. So clean sheet as well. Also without a big target man as well, really, because you got Jordan on the other side, and then the youngster came on towards the end to make his debut.
Yeah.
So it's proving that the standard or the style of play we're playing suits this game at the moment.
Very much so. I think the front two. I think Jordan and Callum here, when they play together, they play with such high energy and such intensity that it unsettles defenders. You know, they're on them all the time. You know, as I say, like a yard dog on a rat. You know, they're there all the time, not letting them settle. So they force mistakes, they force misclearances, and it gives us a chance to step up the field a little bit, Paul, and start squeezing the opposition into their half. And they've looked as a pairing, they've looked very effective together.
We've moved into 8th place, into almost a playoff contention with games in hand. It must be great for you guys, you know, to be in that position when you consider that we're punching probably above our weight at certain times.
I think that I think where we are at the moment, I think the table doesn't lie this stage of the season. I think we work extremely hard off the field in training. Even when the game was called off Saturday, we had a really hard session, so we're not cutting any corners, and we are where we are for a reason, and that's because we work hard day in, day out when we're in the training, and we fight for each other on the pitch, and we're getting the results to justify our efforts, you know.
Couple of new lads, John, from West Brom, Joshua and Colin from Ireland have come in. We lost Smithy again now with injury again. It's 1 in, 1 out, doesn't it?
It is. I mean, with Chris, I think it was more of a precaution. He felt it tightening up, and we thought it was probably pertinent to bring him off now rather than for it to go. So hopefully, Rachel can work a little bit of magic on him, and he could be back for the weekend. Big Kevin's come in, from a Premier League, an ex-Premier League club, from the team who are sort of up there in the top 3 of the Championship, and not looked out of place. Mikey's a bit of a quiet one. We've kept him under wraps. He's looked very sharp in training, Callum, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Great finisher in training, and he's just learning. He's just learned his trade. He's come from Galway, in the Republic of Ireland, and we've got big hopes for him. Big hopes for him.
Bradford Park Avenue next week. You'll be champing the bit to get to that one as we will, commentating on it for you, and must be great to go with that under your belt.
Yeah, I think obviously how we are and how we're playing at the moment. Obviously, we was unlucky to not get something out of the game on Tuesday. And if you look at the results previous to that, obviously we've beat Brackley, we've beat Leamington, and obviously another great performance today. We've scored a lot of goals over the games, and you can see where we are. We're on good form at the moment. Everyone's firing, everyone's looking hungry to play, and I don't think we fear anyone in this league. I think it's there for the taking for us.
On a personal note, that must be the 3rd or 4th time you've got 2 goals in a game. Not quite got the hat trick yet, but that must be coming soon. Must be looming.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to get the penalty at the end, but I think for me the most important thing, I worked extremely hard. On my finishing, it was always an area of my game, and I think for the season now, I think that's 13 or 14 goals. So for me, my personal targets, I'm well ahead of schedule, and I just want to keep working hard, keep doing well for the team, and obviously keep chipping in with my goals and hit my new targets,
Okay, well, thank you very much for both coming on. I know it's a very physical game, a very well, not a nasty game, but a very niggly game, wasn't it? I thought it was very ill-tempered.
Yeah,
I felt
we described it in the dressing room. It was an ugly win, but that they're sometimes the most enjoyable ones.
And quite an interesting cabaret in the tunnel after. We won't go into that.
Yeah,
but,
just the boys flexing their singing voices, for next year's Christmas carol concert.
Oh, we'll all be up for that then, won't we? So there we go. Thank you, chaps. Let's have
Thank
another
you, Paul.
go in, and we'll see you on Saturday against Brantford.
Cheers. Thanks a lot, Paul.
Take care.